feel me?
Shake it up.
Yeah. Feel me? You feel me?
If you're like me, you rely on your vehicle for a lot more than just transportation for A and B. It's your lifeline, it's your home. Dealing with your batteries can be a daunting task, and sometimes you get into a pickle and it gets out of hand. We're going to discuss a couple of things about that.
What you're looking at here is some of the fuzzies. It is a chemical reaction caused by the gases. Almost can't eliminate it, but what you can't, well, almost can't prevent it. But what you can do, number one, if you do have it, you got to do some cleaning, and this is a chemical, and sometimes what's covered underneath that acid is not very good. What you see here is a threaded bolt, and the teeth are gone.
Started where the flow at. Now I top the building, yeah. Feel me? You feel me? No cash on me. Swipe for a million, yeah. Feel me? You feel me? Walk in the door. Shake up the building.
All right, let's talk about batteries. It's the way you start your rig. So one thing you want to keep on I would suggest keeping on your rig is a digital multimeter. It doesn't have to be this fancy. You can get them up. You can pick one up just about anywhere. But digital multimeter is going to give you a little bit more accurate reading. So the idea of this, if you want to test the battery, you really need to test it at the post and not the clamps, because you will get, and this is 12.58. 12.58 is good, 12.4 is good, 12.3 I'd start paying attention to things, and 12.2 you need to go ahead and get you another battery, because that sucker is either weak or undercharged. And always, if it's an older battery, 12.2 bites. Most vehicles will not start with a 12.2 voltage in the battery itself, but if it's a fully charged battery and you're sitting there and it's what you're using daily, and you get out there and you start getting readings and you're at 12.2, then you're gonna want to change that battery. I use dielectric grease on my terminals. Keeps down the corrosion, makes for better contact. Here's the little trick or tip that came across. You can actually test if you're having a problem starting and you got a multimeter. Test it at the post, because if you test it at the terminal and there's a connection problem here to here, then you're going to get a very low reading or no reading. And if that's the case, there's probably corrosion, crusties between the post and the terminal contact, and it's not transferring to the clamp. And then it's not transferring the wire, and that could be something you could look at as far as a diagnostic. When I upgraded, I put a new hold down crossbar on there, and I upgraded the clamps. Because these are less corrosive, and the neat thing is I got these extra ports here. So with these I can add accessories to my clamp without having that spaghetti of wiring that everybody sees when they try to make that connection. And there's another thing I can do too. I can actually take an extra lead off of this and run over here for a junction box, but that's for another day. I plan on adding a jumper cable attachment to this that I can plug in right through my grill, and also solar panels just for the battery charger for when I'm out for extended time. Here's an old battery for test purposes, and as you can see, the terminal and the post are very gray. So it's a good idea when you put in battery and making connections, get your little scrapers. Some of them are wire brushers, but just stick that puppy on there and let's twist. And what we're going to have after we pull it off is a very good, clean, shiny connection, which gives you a better connection for your cable. And then you can use the other end to ream the inside of the clamp itself, and then put dielectric grease on it, and voila, you have a good connection. All right, I hope you enjoyed that short little bit about some basics on the batteries. Another thing to add to it, if you are ever having to jump one off, make sure you connect the positive terminals before the negative terminals. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up. The more thumbs up, I'll make it on another subject. Until next time, have a great day.
Feel me.
Shake it up.